dancer in not only in China but also in the world. Oh, I can't wait for it.
We're very excited. We have Wang Yabing 老师, and she's going to show us so many things about the Chinese traditional dance. She's going to teach us how to do some basic movements, and she's going to talk much more about this very nice and complex and very historical rich and cultural rich feature of the Chinese culture.
Yeah.
So I think let's go, let's find her, let's introduce her, and then let's look deeper. And you can see, wow, she's already getting ready. She's already warming up.
Wow.
Because we're from them, so I can spoil a little bit that at the end we'll have a chance to actually also see something. Wang 老师好.
老师好.
We're very happy to have Wang 老师 here, and I will give you a brief introduction of her because, as I told you at the beginning, she's most renowned dancer in China. So Wang Yabing 老师 is China's most renowned contemporary dancer and choreographer. She has won numerous gold prizes in Chinese national and regional dance competitions. In 2009, Yabing Wang started her own studio, Yabin Studio. She has produced a dance performance every year since then under the brand name Yabin and her friends. Her dance company produces full-length dance programs and commissions choreographers from the United States, Europe, and China to create new works of dance. Her extraordinary talent has received praise from critics and artists alike, both as a dancer as well as a choreographer. She has gained a reputation as the most promising and pioneering choreographer, dancer, and producer of new contemporary dance in and outside of China. We are very happy to have her here. Wang 老师, welcome. 欢迎来到。
大家好，主持人好。
Wang 老师, we would like to ask you, 我们想问一下, could you tell us just a little bit in a nutshell, what is the Chinese classical dance about?
中国古典舞是我从小到大学习的专业。
Actually, it is very when Wang 老师 is very young, and then she learned when she is so small.
Yes.
It was her major,
Yeah.
for a long time.
所以中国古典舞是代表中国传统美学这样的一种舞蹈的形态。
So the Chinese classical dance is representing the Chinese aesthetics in the culture.
在中国古典舞的训练当中呢，我们基本上分为两个部分。
In the training of the classic Chinese dance, actually we will separate in two parts.
一个部分就是基础的训练，我们每天都要去练习，为了更好的去突破身体的限制。
The first one is just the basic, the practical skills of the body movements.
另外一部分的训练呢，就是体现中国古典舞美学的这个诉求，或者说叫做它的肢体语言的风格。
And the second part would be the aesthetic part of understanding the culture and implementing it into that body language.
因为中国有上下5000年的历史，历史非常非常悠久。那么在各个朝代都有不同的舞蹈的形态。
And as you know, the Chinese history has been very long. It's a very long history. So actually, each time, each period has a different features for the classical dance.
所以在这样的一个有深厚基础的这个形态上，我们的中国古典舞其实是集合了这些不同年代的这个审美。包含这些。
Because of the long history of Chinese history, so that in the Chinese dance, you will find lots of different kinds of the culture characteristic during different kinds of dynasty.
I think at the beginning when we had a chance to talk with Wang Laoshi, she mentioned one very interesting thing, and it would be the difference between the Western style of dancing, between the ballet, and between the Chinese classical. So could you tell us what is the difference between these two kinds of dances?
在中国古典舞，我刚才谈到基础的训练，然后还有身体韵律的训练，就是体现中国古典舞美学的这个诉求。这个和芭蕾有很大的不同。古典舞它非常的内敛，然后它有它独特的身体的运动方式。
So the differences would be in the body. Shan, could you help me to describe it more in the detail, please?
Oh, actually, the classical Chinese dance, they have their own characteristic of the body movement. It's totally different from the ballet.
对，比如说在这儿，如果做一个形态上的区分的话，比如说中国古典舞，它如果要说是去饰演一个中国的非常优美的女性的形象的时候，所有的动作形态都是内涵的，特别的内敛，然后手它是比如说像兰花指，兰花指看起来非常像花儿哈，兰花指，然后整个的形态是向下的，向下向内的。
So you can see that the difference is in the movements of the body. Then the ballet is more straight, and the Chinese classical dance is more focused on inside, the inner part of the body, getting inside, and also the hand movements, hand language, as you can see, is very important feature.
It's just like a flower.
比如说，如果我们要是这样的中国古典舞，比如说表现女子特别害羞的样子，比如说是往前看，然后往回收。然后走起来的时候，脚下是圆场，就是往后。
This would be for the women's dance.
Yeah.
然后看的时候是慢慢的往下蹲，然后往上看。
When the women they are shy, and then we show this kind of body movement.
And slowly moving.
Yeah.
刚才看到是中国古典舞，它如果塑造一个古代女性形象的是这个样子。然后芭蕾呢，它是非常向外的，开绷直，就是它非常外放。比如说它有很多动作。
And the ballet would be much more open dance when it comes to the movements of the body.
对，它都是非常就是往远的，所有的路线啊，然后整个身体的感觉都是向上向远。所以是同样都是 classical dance， 但是非常。
So the kind of Chinese traditional classical dance is very different from ballet. She just showed us that the ballet is much more open, going up away from the body.
所以今天呢，我也特别想邀请主持人和我一起来体验一下中国古典舞身体韵律当中不同的身体的元素，就是像你们训练音乐一样，比如说它有非常基础的一些这个元素的训练。
So today we will look at the different features. For example, when it comes to music, we have the basic fundamental technique. So we'll be looking at the techniques.
I think Matt, you really want to learn it.
I want to learn some basics.
Let's try it now.
我们一般开始训练的时候都是从地面上开始的。坐在地面上是为了专注于身体脊柱的这个训练。
That's the fundamentals of the body posture.
我们第一个可以感受一下这个中国古典舞的最基础的元素。
And this is the basic element of the Chinese classical dance.
然后在做这些动作的时候，同时配合着呼吸，就是吸吐气，吸吐气，缓慢气，好吧？我们试一下。
With breathing especially.
我们身体向上，然后感觉脑顶就是头顶，然后向上，然后我们往下脊柱一节一节的沉下来，然后同时吐气。我们再试一下，慢慢的吸气，然后感觉自己像树一样，慢慢的生长起来。我们再试一次，然后慢慢的落下，重复刚才的动作，同时吐气。我们再来一次，提
Going up.
然后注意你的眼睛也要慢慢的。
And I have to focus.
随着你的身体向上。对，这个是我们非常基础的一个连接，因为所有动作的连接，我们有的时候是靠这个基础的动作。
So this is a very, very important fundamental of the Chinese traditional dance.
那我们可以试一下第二个。
The second one.
Second one， 对，就是身体转向45度，对，然后头也同时看过去，然后呢，身体这个叫倾，倾倒的倾，然后慢慢移动回来。对，我再做一个和它opposite， 就是相反的动作，就是叫做靠，对，靠是往后，对，然后再回来， 你再来一次。心，对，然
45
后眼睛
degrees.
也要同时
And then
看向这，对，然后回到正面，然后转身，对，此速度再靠出去，对，回来。因为其实在这个动力的过程当中，我们非常讲究手、hand、眼睛
We put much more emphasis on the hands.
然后身体是 body， 手也是对，然后是路线
，the direction.
然后还有这个脚步。
The feet is also important.
对，所以我们在所有的动起来的过程当中，这5个部分都是非常有机的结合在一起。
So all these features are then contemplated together, and they're just cooperating together.
Yeah, it's very important in Chinese classical dance.
你比如说像刚才的这个冲靠，如果我们要加上手的话，就是提起来，这个是冲，这是有手加上手，然后但是眼睛也要看出去，然后提起来，这是回来，眼睛要垂下来，手要在这里。
So the position of the eyes, the hands are all cooperating together and are very important.
身体出去的时候
And then the
然
movement.
后也要配合着眼睛，然后手。我们还有很多复杂的变化，但是
Just to
刚才做的
cooperate with each other.
对，刚才做的这些是身体最基础的一个练习。
This is the basic practice.
然后我们在这个练习的基础上呢，我们还有这个不同的动力，比如说圆动力。
We have different movements. For example, the first one is the circular movement.
我们有3种。
Three kinds of
circle. Yeah.
第一种是平圆。
The first one is flat one.
第二种是立圆。
The second one is the vertical one.
第三种是八字圆。
It's like the unlimited 8th sign.
对，所以我在这儿可以给大家示范一下。
好的。
We can see it in a practice.
对，我们先做一下平圆。
This is the flat circle.
刚才大家看到的这个就是平圆，身体是整个一个圆的动力，基本上是在这样的一个平圆的基础上来进行。
So you can see that the body is actually copying the flat circle movements.
对，然后第二个呢是立圆。
The second one is the vertical.
Just like always going up.
Up and down.
这个是立圆，大家看到我们是以臂膀，然后同时刚才讲了身体5个部分在一起运动，然后像这个脚、膝盖，然后臀部，然后还有身体、手、眼睛。
Every part of the body has to be cooperating together. So you can see it's very important. The eyes has to follow the hands going up and down, spinning around.
And also the slapping.
脚步都是要配合在一起的。对，然后还有一个是八字圆，就是无限循环。八字圆在这个动作的过程当中，每一个动作的起点，然后走一个动作的路线，然后结束这个动作，到了终点。但是上一个动作的终点也是下一个动作的开始。
So it goes from one way to another, and from that point when it ends, it also starts the another one.
对。这个是八字圆。
This one started.
Yeah, it's difficult to find the ending and the starting point.
As you can see, it's very complex, such as the Chinese culture in general as well.
Yeah.
It's very rich and very complex.
对，这个我刚才做的这些动作都是以一个比较匀速的方式在做，就是平均的速的 average 的速。
哦，
然后，但是我们平时有不同的作品，然后不同的舞蹈的时候，它会有节奏上
节奏的变化，
对，
然
后会有不同程度的变化。
Actually, this is just like a stable tempo, and then in different repertoire, actually we can see different kinds of tempo, and then we'll change the step.
对，所以在这个运动的过程当中，这一些所有的元素结合在一起，就可以感受到中国古典舞的这种审美或者叫做风范。
Combine all the things together, and then we can feel the aesthetics of the Chinese dance. Yeah, Chinese classical dance.
然后在过程当中，它也会有呼吸的配合，比如说像刚才做这个动作，这些是比较匀速的，但是如果要是有不同节奏的变化的话，你就可以看到它有不同的这种变化，但是都是在这个软的基础上来进行的。
Okay. And then I think the 呼吸是很重要。
The breath is very important.
Yeah.
Everything is following the circle way.
然后刚才呢，这个是中国古典舞，然后我们不同方向的，比如说不同方向的研究，比如说像汉唐舞，它是比较粗朴的，然后线条也会更加的这个流畅，比较就是斜线啊，这种延长的都会比较多一些。
老师可以给我们看一看吗？
Actually, the dance differs among the different dynasties. For example, teacher was explaining how it works with the Han Dynasty.
唐 Dynasty.
比如说像它有很多动作，它是以倾斜的这种角度为主的，对。然后还有，它的这个手基本上都是这样，它没有太多在手上没有太多的装饰。那会儿舞蹈非常的朴素。基本上都是。
Actually, the Han Tang dance is very strict and then easy to see all the posture.
就是它相对的更粗朴一些，就没有太多的雕琢。
It's not a lot of decoration. It's more simple. Yeah.
然后这个是汉唐的一个大体的风格，然后还有像敦煌舞也是我们现在中国古典舞研究的一个方向吧。
And now it will be from the Donghuang period, as you maybe know from the Donghuang grottos, the very famous depiction within the Chinese history and culture. So this is going to be related with Donghuang.
它是以这个三道弯，就是扣。
So you'll see that the body will be very curved. It's not going to be
a lot of
straight.
curve. 哇，
然后还有这个手，是有这样的，比如说这样的形态，然后还有这样的一种形态。
The body is curved in multiple places at the same time.
然后还有这样。
So this actually requires a big stability and flexibility.
所以我们可以在敦煌的壁画上可以看到很多这样形态的，当然它是有不同时期可以看到很多这样不同形态的这个作品。对，然后对今天。
好的，老师我们现在可以邀请你，就是跟我们表演一下吗？
可以。今天给大家带来一个Chinese tradition, Chinese classical dance.
So we actually just asked the teacher if she can perform for us Chinese traditional classical dance, and she will.
I know this dance is very famous, not only in China but also in the world. And lots of students or performer they have to use this dance to join the competition, right?
Yeah. 对，这个名字叫做上舞丹青 Dance with Fan。
So actually the dance will be with the fan, together with the fan.
就这样的一把扇，然后就是像书法一样，然后在空中感觉像在
and the body will be actually copying the sense of when you write a calligraphy, the Chinese traditional writing. So the sense will be similar to that of a writing, of same of the brush stroke.
把话筒拆一下，便于行动。然后今天会有一点滑，所以我会稍微的保留一些动作。
Differ a little bit slippery, so that maybe the posture cannot be so complete. Yeah, hope you understand.
You can all enjoy.
Yeah.
So much. It's a very nice showcase of this dance. Wow, and very, very hard, difficult.
Yeah.
对，我们像在做这些
But you can see, you know, it looks very easy for the first glance, but for sure it takes so much time to get professional in these movements. And as you heard before, it's very complex. It's not just dancing, just moving, but it's also connected with your breath, with your body movements, with the colors. whether you're looking somewhere, the eyes, all these things are included. So it requires a complex understanding of this dance. So this was very impressive.
Yeah. And also related to the history of the background of China. And then we will learn more about how to express the feeling of the dance from the dance.
So for example, we study music here, and as a foreigner, it's my first time exploring the Chinese music, but it's also connected with the Chinese culture. And experiences like this can actually help me to understand what the music can be about as well, because it's all connected. So I'm very grateful for this.
And I think it's very special about the music. The music is a 古筝 music. It's very traditional one.
Chinese traditional instrument called 古筝.
Yeah.
对，所以这个作品在当时排练的时候花了9个月的时间。虽然它只是一个非常短的作品，但是，就是希望可以通过动作的练习，让它看上去非常的有中国的这个古典舞的审美的这种感受。
So it was very short excerpt, but it was very complex enough to show us the classical Chinese dance, the most important features of it.
And the Chinese culture all combined together. Yeah.
是的，所以我们从小学习中国古典舞和中国的传统音乐啊，然后包括传统的这个美学，其实都是紧密结合的。
So it's all cooperating together. It's the classical music, dance, also the Chinese martial arts. So thank you so much, Lao Shi, for this showcase. It was a very pleasure to have you. We're very honored to have you and to have this opportunity to explore the dance with you. And I would like to say goodbye to all of you who are listening to us, who are paying attention to this small live real course within the 7th Chinese Online International Music and Culture Summer Camp. I hope you all had fun, and I hope you all learned something interesting and something new about the Chinese culture, as well as music and all the things that we've been trying to do for you. Thank you so much. We very appreciate it, right, Xuan? And it's probably just time to say goodbye. 谢谢老师。
谢谢老师。
So I hope next time we will have a chance to hear about another events organized by the China Music Confucius Culture and Music Office. I hope you'll be following us, you'll be paying attention to next events, and hopefully see you soon in China at the Central Conservatory of Music, so you can also develop more interest towards the culture and towards the Chinese music. Thank you so much.
And hope you like it. And then we really have to your feedback or your comments to us, and then to let us know what kind of Chinese culture you like it, and then we can explain more, and then we can find some more professional interesting thing for all of you. Hope you like it, and we will see you later.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.